Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the Football Season YouTube channel. Today we are bringing you match day 34 of the Serie A predictions. Of course, before we get into it, of course, the sad news did come out during the week, but sadly the Pope Francis has passed away. So yeah, I just want to say, rest in peace to the Pope. Of course, sad time for everyone in Italy right now. And just of course, he had a very long and very happy life. And I hope he rests easy. That's very, very sad news. I thought I'd just address that. Doing Serie A predictions. I thought I'd just address that, but not much else to say other than let's get into these predictions. We start off with Como going against Genoa. And Como are actually doing alright at the moment. I think they've won the last 3 games. Como have beaten Lecce away 3-0 in the last game, where Genoa lost 2-0 home to Lazio. Como are in good spirits at the moment. I feel they will win this one. I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-1 win to Como. And now we move to Venezia going against AC Milan. Venezia in the big relegation 6 point last night always Empoli. They drew 2-2, which keeps them still 1 point on drift of Lecce, I think. So, it's getting close down there. AC Milan, they lost 1-0 home to Atalanta. Their hopes of European football are slowly dwindling, and I think they dwindled even more here. Drop more points in a 1-1 draw. The relegation battle is heating up. It looks like Monza's going to get relegated sadly, but one team that could replace them next season, I think Sassuolo have pretty much confirmed their promotion from Serie B. Pisa aren't far off either. Pisa just got a massive win after their away at Brescia, puts them 9 points clear of Spezia in 3rd place in the Serie B table. And I think they just need, with 4 games to go, they just need to win 1 more game, and then it's pretty much done for Pisa. The first time they've been in Serie A since 1991, which is insane. They've done a great job this season, Pisa, and it'd be good to see them in Serie A next season. As we move on to the next game here, which is Fiorentina going against Empoli. Fiorentina last round, they beat Cagliari 2-1 away. They're still pushing for a European place. Against Empoli, who have gone 18 games in the league without a win here now. I think they're going to go down sadly. I reckon Fiorentina win this one by 2-0. And now we go to Inter Milan going against Roma. Inter Milan in a massive title race with Napoli at the moment. It's going right down to the wire. It was a bad result last time for Inter Milan, losing 1-0 away to Bologna. Roma got a 1-0 win against Verona at home. Now this leaves now Inter Milan and Napoli level 1 points after Napoli. They beat Monza, it was 1-0 away from home. 71 points for both on. Inter Milan got a superior goal difference. You'd think if the 2 teams are level 1 points, then it will come down to goal difference. But however, Italy do not have the goal difference rule. Usually what happens is if top 2 teams are level 1 points, they get separated by head-to-head during the season. Well, it was in both games this season between Inter and Napoli, the games have finished 1-1. So how do we decide who wins the title if they finish on the same amount of points? Well, they have a one-off game between each other to see who wins the title. Could you imagine that? Because it only happened once before, and Inter were involved, but this time they were sadly on the losing side, losing to Bologna, which is way back in like the 50s or something. And Bologna won that Serie A over Inter Milan just because of one playoff game. It could come down all the way to penalties. Penalties could decide who wins the Serie A this season, which is crazy. In this one, Inter Milan against Roma. Inter Milan really need to win. They don't want to be overtaken by Napoli. So I think it'll be tight, of course, at San Siro this one. And I do believe Inter Milan will pick up all 3 points. I'm going to say it's going to be a 1-0 win to Inter Milan. Next game to go over is Juventus going against Monza. I mentioned about Monza. Sadly, it doesn't look good for them. I think they are almost guaranteed to be relegated, which is a shame. Not being at it this season. Juventus still pushing for possibly a Champions League spot. They just won away to Parma last month. They're not a great result for them. I reckon they can get back to win ways of this one surely. I'm gonna go for quite a comfortable result for Juventus here. I'm gonna go 3-0 to Juve. Next game for it is Atalanta going against Lecce. Again, Atalanta trying to secure Champions League football against Lecce, who really aren't in better form. They could get, if they're not careful, they could find themselves soon in the relegation zone. Only about 1 point above Venezia at the moment, so I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-0 win to Atalanta. Napoli going against Torino. Now Torino are in decent form. They beat Udinese 2-0 last time out at home. But I want the title race to go down to the wire here, boys. I'm saying it's going to be a 2-1 win to Napoli here. You know, the title race in Italy is by far the most exciting title race we've had in any of the top leagues across Europe. Yeah, it's been brilliant to watch this season, and I can't wait to see how it goes down. Udinese are going to get Bologna's next game. Udinese are in pretty poor form, I do believe. Bologna, of course, are still pushing for Champions League football. They win this one for me, 3-1 to Bologna. As Verona going against Cagliari's next game, look, two teams right next to each other, low on the table. You know, it probably screams of a 0-0. That's why I'm going to predict it, 0-0 for me. And Lazio going against Parma, the final game to react. I think it'll be close, but obviously going away to Stadio Olimpico is never an easy task for any side. 1-0 Lazio for me. That wraps up my Serie predictions, guys. And yeah, once again, do feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. Do feel free to leave your predictions down in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Take care and goodbye.